As I was coming back, I could see that there was something happening in the water. I wasn't really sure what was happening, but as I got closer, I realised he'd taken his swimming trunks off and he was standing there fully naked, genitals exposed.
Emma Jane Taylor is campaigning for change.
Immediately I got out of the pool. I felt hugely violated. I was in the swimming pool with not much on myself and there was a man naked in my lane.
The man, who said he'd been turning his trunks the right way round, was reported to Thames Valley Police. After reviewing CCTV footage, they decided not to take further action, accepting his account that he'd not intended anyone to witness his nudity or cause them offence. However, Emma Jane says she was offended.
I cannot believe you'd go into the pool to realise you got your trunks on the wrong way, then to do it in a pool. So I cannot think for 1 minute that this wasn't done with some intention.
Deciding that women and girls were not being protected by the law, Emma Jane has now launched a petition urging the government to make indecent exposure an offence regardless of intent. Richard Scorer is a lawyer specialising in abuse. He hopes the campaign will garner support.
We know that indecent exposure can sometimes or often be indicative of of an intent to engage in much more serious types of sexual offending. And obviously we saw that with the Wayne Couzens case. He was involved in indecent exposure before he murdered Sarah Everard. So we've got a problem here. It's a difficult offence to prosecute and it needs to be prosecuted more than it is. And that may need a change in the law, as Emma Jane, I think, has highlighted.
Emma Jane's initiative has also secured support from celebrities, including former Coronation Street actor Charlie Lawson.
I saw the story and what had happened to her, and I couldn't believe that there was actually a loophole in the law. And of course, given the current climate with trans issues and mixed toilets, mixed all the rest, but I feel I must put my weight behind EJ to try and get this ridiculous nonsense stopped, because otherwise it's a car crash waiting to happen.
Whilst changing the law can't happen overnight, Emma Jane hopes that by shining a light on her own experience, people will think twice before exposing themselves in public, and those that do will face the consequences.
If you want to go into a public space and get naked, then you have to understand that will come with, at the very least, it must come with a caution. Otherwise, this is giving leeway to perpetrators across the nation.